right, Gemini and Gemini. Hello. So we're here to talk about your Gemini that you are attached to. This can be for any type of relationship. Make it fit for your situation. Love, it could be a family member or a friendship situation. It could be between whatever. I'm just going to read it the way I see it. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Don't force it. With that being said, I would like for you to check out my Future of Relationship series if you're interested, if you want to see more types of connections. And also, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more videos like this. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So being that you guys are both Geminis, two Geminis, that's pretty wild. I also feel like it's pretty rare for two Geminis to be together. And I also feel like there's an issue with time already off the bat. I see that Gemini number one, persecution and inquisition, always feels like someone's out to get them. Not in a paranoid sense, but Gemini number one always feels as though they are being watched, or someone doesn't believe them, or someone feels like they're guilty. They themselves may feel like they're guilty about something. And then we have Gemini number two here, who is the healer, is the person that either everyone goes to them for healing, or they're the person that keeps the peace within the relationship. And I also feel like for some reason Gemini number two is very nurturing, almost like a shaman or something like that. And something about their diet, they really like liquids that are like good for them, like juices and smoothies and stuff like that. So let's see what's happening now and what's going to be the outcome for the future. Ooh. Okay, so I see that things have changed drastically. Very, very different dynamic between the two of you from how it may have once been. I don't want to say a player, but I feel like somebody's a player. I feel like somebody is just, they're not really, their emotions don't have any substance or something like that. Or it's like they're very romantic, but there's no realness to their romanticism. Is that a word? I'm just gonna keep it real. Somebody is not being for real about committing. Someone is not about the whole commitment life. There's lies, secrets, manipulation, which is why you're here, I gather. All right, so Gemini number one, you have comfort. So I'm gonna be very honest with you. I feel like Gemini number one is most likely the one who is, they're romantic, but they're not really here for the long haul. Like, they're just here for when it's convenient. I think they have emotions, but I think that their emotions are kind of, their emotions, Gemini number one's emotions don't have direction. So it kind of just goes wherever they feel comfortable. And with Gemini, it's already a lot going on because it's like two different personalities in one person. So when a Gemini doesn't have direction, which is common because you guys are really good at doing a lot of things, it's just everywhere. And I feel like that's why some of you guys are not even together at this moment, and you're trying to figure out if it's going to be something in the future. And then Gemini number two, we have Daughter of Fire. So Gemini number two, you're focused. I feel like your whole demeanor is about pushing forward and being bold and going into a direction where you feel like, okay, I need to change something up because things are not going well. So I feel like you're the one who's trying to straighten out things. And I feel like Gemini number one is pretty comfortable with the way that things are. I kind of feel like some of y'all are not together, to be honest. Let's see what this is. What's being hidden? What's being hidden? Six of Pentacles. So somebody was spending money, or there's something with money involved, and there's also something with the family involved. I feel like what's so confusing is because you're getting positive cards for what seems like a negative situation. So I don't know if you guys are trying to work through these problems, but I see it as a little toxic, if I'm being quite honest, because the way that the cards are coming out, I have to read them how I read them. What I'm seeing is what's happening presently. You guys may be separated or something, but trying to work it out. I feel like you guys do have happy times together, and I also feel like you guys, you know, there's a lot of promise for the future. But my whole thing is it going to be an even, like, is it going to be equally yoked? Is it going to be what you guys agree to. Because if you guys both agree to what this is, then there's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm seeing is there was issues with commitment and cheating and all this stuff. So unless moving towards the future you don't necessarily care about that, then, you know, things are fine right now. Okay, so let's just see how this turns out in the future. What's the outcome for the situation? Alright, so we have lots of things happening here. Yeah, okay. Child. Okay, Gemini. This is crazy. I've done a lot of these readings when it comes to the future of relationships. I've never seen a reading that's so clear that this is not supposed to work out. Now, let's just start off with this. And I don't want you to be upset about it. I just want you to be real about this. Let's be for real, okay? We have the Three of Swords to start off. The future holds disappointment, regret, sorrow, heartache. That's the first card, yeah? Then we have Page of Wands in reverse. So this is leading me to believe that there's a message, but there's no action. Okay, so someone is saying one thing, but they're not doing it. They're not doing what they said they were going to do. Five of Wands. Some of you guys are going to be in physical altercations. Some of you guys could just be struggling with this person, battling with this person. But some of you guys are literally going to be in a physical altercation because of this person or with this person. Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's time for you to let go of the situation. There has been too much that has been lost. There has been too much that has been, like, you try and it just doesn't work. It's like at some point you got to let it go, Gemini. I feel like you feel the stress with this. Like, it's not just me, because I'm feeling just the remnants of the energy. But you being a part of this, I know that one of you guys is extremely, extremely drained. And you're probably not even the person that you're supposed to be right now because you're dealing with this person. And that's not to say that you're wrong, but it is, because at some point you have to be responsible for your happiness. You have to be responsible for the progress that you make in life. And if someone's holding you back, then it's time to move forward. And then we have the Tower. So I feel like this Tower energy, this Tower card, it's bad because it's saying that this is going to crash and crumble and it's going to be very unexpected how it happens. But it's also saying when that happens or before that happens, if you get out of this relationship and you don't try to pursue it, you're not going to be a part of that tower when it falls. You're not going to have to deal with the bullshit when it falls. So I really, really feel like if you're either one of you watching, if it's Gemini number 1 or number 2, leave the situation alone. Leave it alone. Some things are just not meant to work out. And even if it's like a business situation, some people are just not good for business. Maybe they're a really good friend, but they suck in business. Or maybe they're, you know, really good in bed or something, but they're not a good spouse. They're not a, you know what I mean? There's different levels to being compatible. And I just see that in all levels, this don't look right. So I would say give it a rest. I'm still going to pull an advice card for both of you because that's how I do these readings and I don't want to be unfair. And, you know, let's just keep going. So Gemini number 1, in the future, you have adjustment. So in the future, you're going to be trying to get your shit together because so many things have fell apart. And that's just another way you can see if someone's for you. Look and see what has happened since you've met them. Have things gone downhill or have they, you know, upgraded? That it's an easy way to look at it, but you have to be honest with yourself. Gemini number 2, you're showing up as destruction in the future. So you're the one who's going to be either fucking some shit up or you're going to be the one who is completely torn to pieces on the inside because this person or this relationship has done you no service. And it's going to make it to where you're going to be so wounded that you won't be able to heal anymore. You won't be able to help anyone else or help yourself for that matter. So don't get caught up in that. Let's see what advice for each of you, and then we'll get an advice card on what, you know, this whole relationship should be. So Gemini number 1, your advice, 2 of Swords. Stop making things complicated. Look at it very logically. If there's a problem, you need to fix it. I believe this is saying in a love situation, if things are not working out and you tried already and it just doesn't work out, that's it. There's no like, well, maybe, or no. Love is not hard. Love does not require extremes amounts of work. Love does not require changing yourself. Love does not require deep shadow work. It shouldn't. Love is easy. Love is effortless. Love is gentle. You understand? Understand that. Gemini number 2, your advice in regards to the situation. We have Prince of Cups. 1, I think you need to fall in love with yourself. 2, I believe that your connection with spirit is far more important than you being with this person. 3, I think it's time for you to move on to someone else. I think it's time for you to get out there. I think that you deserve to be happy with someone else. I think that you'll find someone very easily with someone else, or with, you know, going out there to find someone else. Now, don't do this if you have not found yourself, but this is a really good card saying you want to be in love and you want that energy, go for it, but not with this situation. Now, the advice for the whole relationship. So Spirit says 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So I feel like if you guys still have to work together, do it cooperatively. Like, work together and be mature about it, especially if you have like children or something like that, co-parents. Ace of Swords, be for real about what's going on. Stop adding all of these like dreams and what ifs, because if we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk, okay? Especially in this situation, because I can see that. I see that you guys try to like mend situations and stuff, and you try to make it work, which is fine, especially if you have like a lot of endeavors together. But I'm seeing almost all of the cards that could literally tell you to stop, don't go, you're going to ruin yourself and this relationship. All of those cards are coming out. So this is just not, it's just not the one. And you can feel that. You can feel that. Be for real with yourself. The truth is the best thing, because the truth is the only thing that actually exists. Everything else outside of that is not real. So if you want to have real love, then it has to be true love. This ain't true. None of this is true. Staying with someone and suffering with them, for them, because of them, by them, that's not true love. That is just self-sacrifice. That's martyrship, or martyrdom, something like that. Just learn from it and grow from it. Both of you guys. You can still be peaceful too. You don't have to hate each other. But I'm just saying, as far as being in a relationship, I just don't see it working out. I don't see it working out, because the cycle has to end. And it will, one way or another, whether you guys get forced out of it or someone is wise enough to say, look, I love you enough to say we don't need to be together, because you're bringing out the worst in both of us. So that's your reading. Thank you so much, Gemini number 1 and number 2. Maybe there's another sign for you that would work out a lot better than this particular situation that you're in. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.